Arizona football is 3-0 for the first time in a decade. The U of A outlasted Kansas State 23-17. Things almost got away from Arizona despite more than doubling K-State's offensive yardage between holding penalties, special teams mistakes, and a near unraveling in the third quarter. The Cats stayed the course, though, by leaning into Red Line, their motto for effort, execution, and accountability. Now, it's one thing to talk about Red Line or write it on a fence, but it's another thing to show it when momentum isn't in your favor. Here's the first play of the third quarter. Kansas State's Jace Brown burst through Arizona's defense untouched for a 75-yard touchdown. On the next possession, U of A punter Michael Salgado Medina dropped a snap, leading to a blocked punt. Kansas State QB Avery Johnson quickly scored, and in a matter of minutes, Arizona's lead disappeared. But its Red Line resolve didn't. Kansas State's last 5 drives ended in either a punt or turnover on downs.
We had 2 really ugly plays back to back, and then we responded. We responded in all 3 phases there. And that is what good teams do, is when something goes wrong, you respond. And that's Red Line. And you saw it. And you saw it in the effort, you saw it in the execution, you saw it in the accountability.
That Red Line effort started with the defense, another impressive showing from Danny Gonzalez's group in its toughest test yet. Sure, the Cats gave up that 75-yard touchdown, but it was only one play. Besides that, Arizona shut down Avery Johnson and company. Johnson had -16 rushing yards and just 88 passing yards. As a team, the U of A held Kansas State to 193 total yards of offense.
Anytime you hold any Division I team to under 200 yards of total offense, that's a special night. Like, that is a hell of a football night. And so our defensive staff and those players should be ecstatic. And we're ecstatic for them, because that is big time.
Arizona running back Ismail Mahdi single-handedly outgained Kansas State with 221 all-purpose yards, 189 of them on the ground. The Texas State transfer had to step up and take a majority of snaps, with Kedrick Risano out and Quincy Craig limited.
It felt like the games at Texas State, just getting the ball, and I'm used to it. You know, I played a lot of snaps in my career, so I'm used to what I just displayed out there.
I'm so proud of that kid. Like, what an awesome human being he is. Ish just kept showing up and kept ripping off big runs with physicality and finish and receivers blocking downfield. There's a lot of good there.
During a preseason media day, quarterback Noah Fifita told me he wanted to use his legs more this season. Well, that was on full display in this game. He rushed for 2 touchdowns for the first time in his career. He was also the first Arizona QB with 2 rushing touchdowns in a game since Khalil Tate had 3 in 2017. Fifita and the Wildcats have a bye this week, a chance to get healthy, do some self-scouting, and prepare for its first road game at Iowa State September 27th.